recording. Let me show you my screen. There we go. So, where do you want to start? Let me know here if you want to check something, or we can have the same conversation about market conditions at the moment. Okay, so here I was looking for SPX, but I don't trade at all on SPX. Okay, these are my boxes. Look at the levels here. USDT is, guys, it's very important for you daily to understand the daily bias to go long or shorts. I use this box a lot of time in the last days, weeks. You can see how they perfectly react on this box here. So, if you wake up in the morning, first thing you need to do is like drinking a coffee, then go on the chart. But the first thing you need to look at is not Bitcoin. In my opinion, this is maybe the third one. It's USDT dominance or stable dominance. You can choose. I like to see with everything with USDT dominance. You can go on 1 hour, 4 hour. Okay. Now here there are a lot of lines, but are just my references. And you need to understand the structure. Okay. So at the moment, you can clearly see where we bounced. Okay, around a golden pocket here in our area. Okay, almost on the 75 level. Again, on the box that we look at on lower time frame, we had a support, we break down, resistance, up, support. So here I drew the box, and here you can see we tested 2 times perfectly. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is look at the dominance. Then you can go on total or total 2 to understand where we are. Look, again, same boxes. What happened here? Deviation here on the upside. Boom. Drop down. Let's go on higher time frame. We can clearly see the range, guys. It's very. Let me just this. So you can clearly see the range here. Okay. Again, you can maybe have something like this or like this. Depends if you want to consider these two like a support. I mean, this box as a support and these two like a deviation, or you can choose like something like this. Okay, so this is the major box and this is the middle level, more or less here. Okay, I prefer to use this as a support and with these two deviations. Then third thing, if you want to go on, this should be, no, yeah, this should be here, and this should be here. I don't know why they were placed there. Again here, range high, range low, middle range. And the third and the fourth thing you need to do is like going on Bitcoin. As you can see here, we have our POCs. Now, we swept this low here. As you can clearly see, this is where we went along. Stop at break even, but I was scared that they wanted to take out these and these, so that's why I placed a stop break even so fast. At that point, reversal. What do we had here? Easy. We were, sorry, this expansion here. Okay, perfectly touched on the 75. We took out this liquidity here. Maybe on lower time frame we also had like a 5 or 1 minute div, maybe, I don't remember. Yeah, 5 minutes here. Okay, it wasn't so perfect because the peak was already below the cluster of POCs I wanted to bid on. What's this line? Okay, it's a trend. And then he had a reversal. So we played this on the 5 minute, and look the expansion it had just thanks on the 5 minutes, 10% almost. So now we are in this range, okay? Range high, range low. We see with the Fibonacci where could be our entry, around these levels here. We're going to place some limits, pam, here, here, this should be higher, like here, okay? Losing strength on the second sweep of the high, and then we go back looking for liquidity. At that point, imagine the perfect plan would be being in this long, trying to get this short that if gets invalidated, okay, you can go and take profits on higher Fibonacci levels, like here and here. From here, and imagine if we were in like this, we definitely long at the bottom with like stop loss around here, you would get a 16R position, okay? So if you get like a stop loss break even or a loss, okay, but honestly we would have like stop loss break even on our kind of setup. You would have a break even with this price action trying to push it higher, looking again for liquidity up here, and obviously up here, okay? And look how it's aligned perfectly here, for example, as a first target with our Fibonacci level. That's why you need to understand that all the charts work perfectly with math and with math, okay? The levels are very well respected on the market overall, not so much in lower cap crypto, but there you can clearly understand why they are not so much respected, okay? Because we need just a few people with a bunch of money to pump or dump prices. But on large cap like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, obviously this kind of manipulation, there are this kind of manipulation, but at the same time, they are more stable on the market, okay? Even if crypto is like, you know why it's new around the world as very volatile. It's normal, okay? But they respect the chart pretty well, okay? So Ethereum, like, it's holding very well despite to Bitcoin in the last days before the pump, okay? It was holding very well in this range. Bitcoin went down. In fact, if you go PPP, what is it here? Bitcoin at, okay? This is where Bitcoin was holding, okay? This is where Bitcoin was holding very well. No, wait, sorry, this one. We are on the 4 hour here, okay? So at the moment, let's go to see, let's go and look at VVV because I'm doing, how are we going here? Okay, I hope you DCA'd a bit, guys. Okay, I always tell you to DCA, okay? Here we have the reversal, not on the 5. Let's see on the 1 minute if we had div that saved our ass on the stop loss. No div, okay, on the POC, no div on the POC. But yeah, we survived, we took profit, and now if it hold this level here, let me just erase some POC so you can clearly see better. If we hold this level, can have a continuation. Okay, so now, for example, if you are not on VVV, you can, for example, trying to get the continuation set up with a retest of this level, stop loss down here, for example, trying to get at least this eye here. I don't know why I use the box, but never mind. And this eye here. Boom. With a 9R setup, for example, if you want. Not financial advices, as always, but yeah, could be a continuation setup. Pretty easy to understand. So let's take a look at what do we have here. Okay. So, boom, range high, range low. This is a wall area that we could short, for example. I hope you see here. This is a wall area we can short. So I'm gonna keep some alerts here. Okay. So what can we expect here? We can expect a setup on the 15 minutes and then on the 30 minutes if given. But now it's pretty tight for the 30 minutes. Here, for example, I would play the divergence on this cluster of POCs with the 15 minutes. Because as you can see, we don't have so much room to get another peak on the 30 minutes. It's pretty thick, this on here. Okay. Maybe we can have like a little peak here and a little divergence, so I would play it with the 15 on ton. Cory. It's doing good. Oh, wait, we had our short that is printing. Okay, look. Now they disappeared, but here we had the POCs we played with. Let's go back under their play. Boom. Okay. That's where we went in, 30 minutes. We had a 15 minutes peak here, divergence up here. And I don't think we had also, not the 5, not the 1. Okay, 15 and 30, perfect, feel it down. We confirm the div here on this candle. We set stop loss break even, and from there we are going down. So now, where we are, we took profit perfectly. So now we are trying to get this low here, and I sent you, I think this level here, if I remember correctly. Okay, so potentially this is a 9R trade. Keep it open. If it goes back break even, I don't care. If you're satisfied with your profit, you can clearly close it at 100%. Okay, taking all down from the position. What else do we had here? Let me know here if you want to see any other coin at the moment, here in the comment. Aster. Oh shit, it pumped a bit. Okay, we were here. If we held the position, yeah, we would have been stopped. But at the end would have been like a 5R trade, so I don't care. Look at this. Look at this giga range we are playing with Aster, guys. Isn't it incredible? And if I say incredible, it's not a good thing. Okay, look. Yeah, clearly, guys, it can pump so much, honestly. Again, it's a CZ coin. You can clearly see the big deviation we had down here and the level we are holding at the moment. Look. Bam. It's clear. Or isn't it? Okay. So it can explode at any time, in my opinion. If you want to get some Aster spot, could be good, maybe. Or maybe we can even play like a leverage play with something like this. Yeah, because it's holding. What do you think if we sometime, if you are not sure, you can invert the chart? It's a good thing. So what do we have here? A classic head and shoulder. So then, if this head and shoulder break here, it can explode, obviously. We can go back here and you can clearly see the level I'm talking about. This could be a setup at the moment, to be honest, even if it's Aster. Okay. I'm gonna check some other things after the stream and see if it's a good setup to call or not. Okay. TRX, I don't care. TRX, Aptos. Okay, this morning I had some alerts on Aptos. I would have been filled, but this morning I wanted I would have been front run. Yeah, this morning. Oh no, okay, we were on the 30, yes. Okay, we had the peak on the 30 this morning. I wanted a sweep here in our zone for a reversal. I set some alerts, as you can see, that rang at 4:30 p.m. here in Italy, but it's like pump it without taking the level I wanted. Look at this motherfucker. We tried to long, stop at break even, then printed a 15R. Fuck off. And then I had, yeah, there we go. We're coming to the level. Guys, LDO. This could be a setup. This could be a setup. Definitely. Okay. I was waiting to gain back this level. Not so much volumes on this coin, but this could be a great breakout setup. Honestly, it was good also on the retest here. But if we want to keep this major level, something like this. Like this. Yeah. Definitely. So you can try to anticipate, even if it's not a good thing, the breakout. Or if you want, you can just wait for a breakout, a retest. So you can position on the retest, for example. One thing I would like to check at the moment are the volume, because if it has good volume, not so great volumes, to be honest, not so much. You can clearly see there is not like a little of ramping, a little ramping on the volume. Let's see the OBV, even if I prefer to use the OBV on the higher time frame. Yeah, it did a great V shape here. Could be something. Could be. Could be something, definitely. Let's see. I'm gonna check after the stream, as I said, some other things. Then we can try along maybe. With this, would be like a tenar. Let's see. Then what also do we have here? We tried IPE down here. Then I shorted again here on myself. I took profits around here, went down a bit more and then up. We tried the long from here. No, from here. Yeah, from here. Stop at break even and then fucking pump it so much. Would have been like maybe a 20. I don't know. I don't remember the AP, but maybe it was something like this. No, let me check one moment. Hype. What do we have? Hype. Longer hype. There you go. Found it. So, this was the entry price. This was the stop level. Okay, so it was here, I guess. Yeah, here. For real. Would have been a 28 R trade. Great. Maybe even more. My God. 29. Never mind, guys. Never mind. I don't care. So, what else do we have here? MAV, VLFI. Did we play VLFI? I don't remember. Ah, yeah. And then drop it. Fucking hell. Let me turn it back on. There we go. Wait. What do we have here? Look at Ordi. Sorry, I need to turn them off again because maybe we have a setup here. Maybe we have a setup on Ordi. It's breaking out. This one is breaking out. Let me call this. Okay. Okay. Let's check also LDO again. Oh my gosh. USDT. The thing is that okay, let's start with Ordi, then we see again. Okay, so we saw few stuff. We just have a possible setup on live. What do you think? Let me know if you have any question, guys. Meanwhile, if you write something, let me see how the setup. beta, totally manipulated from Binance, so I don't care at all. Look at these spikes, incredible spikes. Arbitrum, breath. Look at. Okay, retested here. Tried again here. Didn't went down as much as I expected. Floki. Oh, I think Doge will implement X payment. We had a huge pump. Guys, yes, look at this. Yesterday I was away from cable when this happened, but look, and look what we had here. Pam, perfect. Okay, we would have had something like this, aligned on the POCs more or less, with stops manual at 0.886. Now it would sit at 4.5 almost R, and would have almost took the final TP, or even like here with a 6R trade, but yeah, definitely perfect on the 30. Almost, no, yeah, we have this, I consider now this peak here with this, perfect on the 15, perfect on the 5, and this is a perfect example on how we execute trades, and perfect on the 1. We had 4 divergence, all the 4 we look for, and even on 1 hour, fuck off, 4 divergence. This was amazing, guys. I said to myself, remember this for the stream because it's a good example. Okay. So I don't see any question at the moment, fam. So if it's all good for you, I wish you all a great night. We are chilling with CHZ and VVV. Then we see how Ordi can go. We keep an eye on LDO, and for now we wait for Bitcoin, as I said to you, around these levels here for a potential short. Okay, because if we don't break above these levels here, trying to targeting again these highs, I think this could be a local high, and maybe we can even trying to keep the short till here. Okay, so it's a potential great move. Okay, so this is the range. So now I wouldn't short it, to be honest. You can try a short here around $1 if you want, with this little range. Trying to, we don't have, it's a pretty tight. It's a tight one. Here, boom. 1003. Here, or with a different entry. This is so tight. If you think something like this, I mean, if you here, no, you are late, in my opinion. Okay, because from here, like, it can have like a bit of pump, taking this level here, as you can see, retested here, interest here on the price action. So it could test here and then went up a bit. What's your entry price, Mohammed? $0.993. Okay, so you're from here. It's a good one. So now you can even, yeah, risk free. Set stop loss break even here. So you can cover also the fees if you want. Because it can drop a bit here where you can take profits, okay? Or even like, I don't know, maybe for a scam pump up here. So you can then try to position again here on the retest, on the test of these POCs with stop loss here. With the divergence, then if it fails to hold, to be rejected at that level, the other thing you can wait for, obviously, it's another setup we take sometimes. Great. Another thing that you can try if this kind of setup fails here on the main setup we use, it's like taking out this eye here, okay? So you can expect a candle up here as always, as we explained it other times here on the stream, okay? Let's remove this so it's clearer. Okay, so this failed. Let's imagine this failed. The other setup you can wait for, it's an SFP with confirmation on the footprint, okay? With a candle full of buying pressure here on the left side. Let's make this blue as my candle so it's clearer for you. Lot of buying pressure here and few selling pressure here, like this, okay? So it's not so much, and this is okay. Lot of buying pressure, few selling pressure, big wick taking out this eye, boom, reversal here to the downside, boom, 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 boom. Okay, this is perfect SFP. So you need to align these with like tools like Trading Light, where you can look at the footprint, or if you have the premium plan on TradingView, but it's not a real volume footprint, it's like a tick per volume, this one here, okay, where you can see some additional infos, okay? So yeah, these things here, boom. All right, thank you so much again, guys. I wish you all a great night. We'll catch up later. Let's take a look at Ordi, then we can finish. Let me just close the